Okay, today we're going to draw light rays or sun rays, whatever you call them. The nice thing is it's a pretty easy process. First step, draw whatever your composition is as if there are no light rays in it. And if you want to practice with this reference image, I have it available over on Patreon. $1 a month, 12 bucks a year will get you all of my reference images over there. Then, next step, adding the light rays. And it's actually a lot easier than you might think. What we're going to do is use some sheets of paper as sort of our guide and almost sort of like stencil it in. So on my reference image, this is where I'm kind of having my sun come out from. See how all these rays emanate out from that spot. So just something to keep in mind as you are trying to do this effect. There's normally a spot where it's going to be center focused, all the rays are coming out. Okay, there's so many different ways you can apply this. First, if you wanted a hard line coming out, overlap the paper as you erase coming out. And I'll link these erasers I'm using down in the description as well. The main thing is with your eraser, you don't want to smudge the graphite. So if you want a really hard line on your light ray, overlap the paper while you go down. And again, I'm trying to sort of match this angle coming out, you know, as if this were a circle. And if you erase too much, don't worry about it. We can fix that. Now, these are pretty skinny, small light rays. So the eraser I like to use that doesn't smudge, for a chunkier light ray, I like to use the kneadable eraser. And for this, it's the same thing. Coming out from my little sunspot, I got 2 pieces of paper here. So if I want a hard line, I'll overlap, but I want it to be a little bit softer. And when you use these papers as a stencil, once you have them applied down on your paper, don't move them around because again, that's going to smudge your drawing. We want to lift them if you need to move them. So pinch your kneadable in the shape you want it. Apply some pressure to your paper so it doesn't move, and then we'll just have a big light ray coming down. You can see I start from where I have that gap. And I'm not overlapping the paper here, I'm just using it as a guide, kind of like they're rulers. We'll have it come down and just sort of end up in the grass right there. Let's take a little look at that. Maybe I want it to spread out just a little bit more as we go away from our sunburst. Okay. Now for these really fine ones, some of them, you know, they just kind of end. So again, they don't all have to go all the way to the ground, you know. Just kind of apply them as needed. Another trick I always like to do is with my eraser, I'll take a X-Acto blade, cut it to a nice fine point. That way you can get some really sharp lines coming out. So you can see this is pretty simple, and the main thing is you don't want to smudge your graphite on that original drawing. And you're not limited to just these erasers I'm using. You can use any eraser you want as long as it can avoid the smudging. Coming right out from my little spot. Don't be afraid to clean it up after you remove the paper. And I like to always go out from my sunspot because at the end, a lot of times, is where they just disappear. And so like as I come off the end here, I pull off so it leaves that little trail. So where these end now, we can erase in the little sunspot on the ground. Give it a little more realism. Okay, so you can have fun with that however many you want to do. But then you can see some of these overlap over the top, right? When we're going to go back in and finesse these details to give it that depth. Make those light rays really pop. Once you add your first layer of light rays, go back in and add all those different characteristics of some of your darker values here. And that includes down in the grass as well. So like you can see down in here, there's little bits of darker values that pop into the grass. I didn't work too hard on my grass down here, but this last step here, we can really go back in and finesse to build all those layers and textures in the drawing, right? That first erasing of your light rays, you know, it's kind of like that middle step where you might think to yourself, this isn't looking how I want it to, but you haven't finessed anything yet. And you know, you can go back in and add more light rays as well here and go back and adjust if you want more. I wasn't paying too much attention to my reference image, but you can see up here there's a lot of just like little ones popping out. It's kind of soft. This whole area is pretty soft. Again, the key is just don't smudge it. And if you really need to erase some highlights, use your electric eraser. Of course, you know, one of my favorite things to do with the electric eraser is you give it a sharpen. And now, again, we're pulling with the sharper tip. You can really pull out, because of course where the sun is emanating, that's, you know, the strongest light. Move and rotate your sketch pad as needed. Now you can really get where that sunburst is coming from. And you can see there's even one up here, you know, don't just get stuck going in one direction. You know, it's just a little one, but we can just maybe put it up here. Wherever you start it from, make sure there's like a little gap though, right? Because like the reason we can see this is because there's a little gap in the tree canopy here, allowing for the light to protrude. So, you know, add a little eraser, finesse in just some lighter details coming out of it. Maybe do one little pop. And you're just working all the details. We mapped in map in your drawing pretty well done, that initial drawing. Then come back in and finesse all these other things. Because once you have your drawing mapped in and you can erase things pretty evenly, you can finesse in and out of those eraser marks. And if you want more subtle, if you want it to be a little bit more subtle in some of these areas, I like this pencil eraser because then you can just sort of really dab in some spots. This is why I like to have a wide variety of erasers, because I'm always just playing around. If it's a drawing that you're going to want to hang up on the wall or something later, of course you're going to want to spend a lot more time on all of this. This is just a way to be thinking about it. Okay, so play around with creating light rays. It's all a little bit of experimentation. You're dealing with a lot of silhouettes because you're normally looking directly into the sun in order to get those light rays. But to see what works and what doesn't work for you. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.